Hey, good evening, everyone. Um, I just wanted to do a video based off of the things that's happening amongst us right now, especially regarding the protesting going on in Charlottesville, if you want to call it that. First, I just want to start off by saying we already knew what we were up against when Donald Trump was elected. I want people to also understand propaganda is set up way before our votes are. And what do I mean by that is, regardless to how many votes went in for Hillary, if you ask me, to be honest, I didn't want either one of them. I didn't vote, and I'm not here to complain about him. So somebody can sit there and say, well, if you're going to complain, then why didn't you vote? I'm going to tell you why I didn't vote. My vote doesn't matter. Okay, that's number one. They knew that they were going to pick a Republican this time around because they gave us a black president for 8 years. So basically, that was our pacifier to be content because now we getting ready to fatten y'all up for the slaughter that's about to come. Okay, so I want people to realize, in my opinion, your vote really don't count if you ask me. They already know who they want to put up in there. They already know what is going to happen before we even have a say so. Okay, it's just to make it look good. His comments is not surprising to me. It as a healthcare professional, to deal with a family after they experience someone passing away or whatever, it's a certain way you're supposed to move. It's a certain way that you're supposed to address family members. And I would only imagine that, being chief of staff or chief of whatever the fuck, excuse my expression, he would have at least made a statement to the girl's parents or whatever. But to sit there and say that it's both sides' fault, so you're condoning white supremacy, which is not a shock to me. I already knew he comes from a bloodline of white supremacists. So this is what the problem is with me. I'm tired of people saying all lives matter. I'm tired of hearing that. Of course I know all lives matter. We know that. We know that we're not supposed to take lives. But there's just one thing that I want people to understand. It's not all lives that's being slaughtered. It's not all lives that are being assassinated. Okay, for centuries. Centuries. I'm not talking about a decade like the Holocaust. Not to say that the Holocaust wasn't fucked up, because it was. Okay, but to have a genocide of black people, different parts over the world for centuries by Europeans is brutal, and it continues to this day. So when someone says, oh please, black lives, all lives, no. Your life obviously means more in America than my life, because it shows. The moment a cop kills a black person, oh, well, did he put his hands up? Was he cooperating? Did he look like he was reaching? It doesn't matter. But if I could go online and see a bunch of white men that will throw bowls, throw fists with cops, with knives or whatever, and they don't pump bullets in his ass, white lives matter. That's what that means. So I'm not going to kill you because you're white. But let a brother or a nigga, how they like to refer to us as, which is a problem too, because we allow ourselves to look at each other as such. It's something that I'm working on myself. When you've been conditioned for a long period of time, calling each other my nigga this and my nigga that, it's habit forming, and we have to unlearn to learn the truth. Okay. So when we do it, we're showing the world that it's okay for you to disrespect us and refer to us as such as well. So we have to try to start addressing each other with more respectful names. Okay, going back to what I said about Black lives, it is documented. I mean, we have documentaries, we have books, there's stories from the elderly that have been through it, that seen the horror that we haven't. But I believe, in my opinion, each generation has a story to tell, especially if you come from a minority background. Black living in America, it's horrific. We all have a story to tell. So I want us all to realize, okay, like even when Mayweather said it, I was pissed when I first heard Mayweather say it, because I'm like, listen, this brother getting all this money, he wants to say all the right things to not lose that type of crowd. Marshawn Lynch, the brother sits down, and now everybody's booing him, going crazy, da 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 da. But what baffles my brain, whenever my black men are out there on that field and they running and they ducking and they shaking and they moving with such agility, so much power, so much speed, y'all will praise them. Shout their names at the top of your lungs, just cheer for them. But the moment that they want to stand up for what's right, you condemn them. You want to take away their talent because you can't do what they do. You're not built like them. You can't move like them. You can't. The talents that we possess as black people are countless. Just look at it. We are the most imitated, we show so much power. We show we impress so many people with different things, whether if it's through music, whether it's through art, whether it's through dance, whether it's through film, whether it's through sports, you name it. If you putting us in it, we're gonna dominate it. And that's the problem. We pose a threat to people, and not even in a malice way. We pose a threat because we are great. The problem is we don't know how great we are. That's why we out here walking like we the walking dead. Literally, we are the walking dead. Brother Muhammad Ali said it the best. Black people are mentally dead. We don't know who we are. We don't know where we come from. We don't know nothing about ourselves. Only what they taught us in school. And really wasn't much. So we have to figure out a way how to take back some of that power. Got to educate yourself. I say this all the time, and I'm going to continue to say it. We possess so much technology, smartphones, tablets, all of these things, and we'd be so quick to Google what's going on with these reality stars or whatever. We're so quick to Google stats when it comes to sports. Don't get me wrong, I've done it too, but then when that light goes off in your head and you start to look at the world differently, your taste in entertainment, your taste in different things that you allow to enter your mind, that you allow to enter your space, because what you allow to enter your space, it coincides with your energy, with your spirit. So if it's something positive, it's going to make you feel good. If it's something negative, it's going to make you feel angry. It's going to make you feel upset. It's going to make you feel like unfulfilled. So we have to be mindful of what it is that we take in. You know, we got to open our eyes and see what's going on around here. Like, I don't know what more people want. I used to get so upset. I still get upset sometimes. I was watching CNN with my dad today, and there was a brother on there that was basically siding with the white supremacists, talking about, well, they only showing parts of the video, and they're not showing how they were peaceful. I was like, are you kidding me? Did you hear what they were saying? What was peaceful about that? But what Black people don't know. And I'm going to let you in on a big secret if you haven't learned so already. It doesn't matter how far you got your nose stuck up master's ass. The moment that you slip up and fuck up, you gonna pay for it. You gonna be shit up creek. They're not even going to remember none of that. Look how they did Tiger. Oh, I'm not black. OJ, like Jigga said, oh no, I'm not black, I'm OJ. And you see what happened to them, right? Condemned. So no matter how much you try to kiss their ass, you're not them. You will never be them. You need to find out who you are. Know who you are. Know that you are great. Know that that you come from a bloodline of ancestors that created it all. Okay? Civilization, mathematics, science, medicine. Okay? Just some to name the few. You know, those constellations up in the sky, you know, all that. Yeah. Our ancestors had a lot to do with that. People don't realize that, though. It wasn't taught. But I'm telling you, if you take up these little machines, okay, that you're using to do everything else but feed your brain, if you just take this up and just Google some of these facts that I'm spitting, look it up. I'm not lying to you. I'm not going to come on here talking about something if it's not true. Okay? I want people to open their minds. Open your minds. They don't care. Michael told you they don't care about us. They don't. They shut him up too. They shut up Prince. What Prince was trying to tell people. They shut up Prodigy. There are trails of breadcrumbs, okay, leading to grandma's house. Y'all just got to figure it out. I mean, come on. It's not that hard. The thing is, our people are so conditioned, we don't want to let it go. And the only reason why I'm able to sit here and say that right now is because I used to be one of them. Praising Jesus, all of that. Believing in, but it was always a part of me when I was a kid that just didn't add up. It just didn't add up. And as I got older, and as I educated myself within the past 5 years, going back and forth to school, researching, having to write papers, I found pieces of this and I found pieces of that. The facts is right there in my face, but no, I don't want to see it. Nope. What will my family think? What would they think? Who cares? You think they care about you? Nobody cares. Only time people start caring is when you start speaking out. That's when you're going to hear people, oh. The best thing that you can do to defeat that is picking up a fucking book. Is doing your research online. Because you can only beat people with this. Knowledge is power. Ignorance is bliss. All right? Know thyself. Once you can support your statement with facts and not just opinion, can't nobody say shit to you. This is how I be shutting people down all the time, because I'm not going to say something if I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to get ugly. We need to focus more on what's going on now. That career shit, that's a smoke screen. World War III is going to happen right here on U.S. soil. It's going to be World War III / Civil War. It's going to be big. It's going to be huge. And what's going to wind up happening, they're going to try to do everything in their power, because let me tell you something. Them politicians don't want that kind of shit. They don't want us to rise, because if we do, we can fuck shit up. I'm just going to keep it real. We need to learn how to eat better, because when you put better things inside your body, your mind becomes more clearer. Consciousness, like I said before, consciousness is more than just being woke. Consciousness is being conscious of what you put into your body. Consciousness is being being more aware of what you watch on TV, what you take in. It's being conscious is being more in tune with your spirit and not so much religion, because spirituality was here much, much, much longer than Christianity. And this is not up for debate. Like my man Paul Mooney said, it's what the fuck it is. Okay? Christianity is definitely younger. Sorry. Spirituality is older than Christianity. Like I said, I'm tired. I've been up since 3:30 this morning. I had a clinical rotation that was tough, so just bear with me. I just had to get this off my chest before I spent an hour studying, because I felt as though it was important. I felt as though it needed to be talked about. We got to be more wise, and we got to prepare ourselves. We got to learn how to plant, including me too. I mean, it's my grandmother had a green thumb. I need to adopt it. We need to learn how to plant our own. We need to learn how to protect ourselves through martial arts, going to the gun range if you have a range by you. It's very, very important that we learn how to protect ourselves, because obviously 911 is a joke in your town, okay? It's not for us. We have to be prepared, because those hooded motherfuckers is ready. And they have a leader now who's openly on their side. It's so clear. So now that they know that they have a leader in the White House that's on their side, it's going to be bad in some cities, man. It's going to be bad. I feel it. It's going to get bad out here. In certain cities, they're not even going to try it. They already know. They ain't going to pull that shit in some cities. Some cities they are. Because they like to keep you, if I pray really hard and just ask Jesus to make the hate stop. Y'all keep doing that shit. When they come burning shit on your property, when they beating your sons upside the head with shit, and you sitting up there calling for Jesus to come and make them stop. If you don't pick up something and you make it stop. See, people don't realize, when you have God in you, okay, this is why I say that we are gods in the flesh. You ask God, the higher power, what I like to call it, for the will to be strong. I will do this. I am this. Affirmation. That's all you need. You ask for affirmation. You ask for the power to make something happen, and stop asking for this fictional character to come do it. Because look how many centuries we've been asking for Jesus to stop, and women have watched their husbands swinging in trees with their sons right next to them, asking for Jesus to make it better, instead of going in there and getting her shotgun and making it better herself. That's all I'm saying. And you can defend yourself. I don't know what people think or why they thinking that defending yourself is wrong. It is human nature. When you're in danger, or your family is in danger, by any means necessary. We done got too comfortable. We done got too complacent. I'm just saying. I'm not telling you to go out and look for trouble. That is not what I'm saying. But you need to prepare yourself to have the skills. If trouble happens to find you, you can put trouble in trouble's place. I gotta go. I'm tired. I will continue more, hopefully sometime this week. And I know I say that sometimes, but if only y'all knew the type of life I'm living right now. It's hard. But at the same time, I feel as though I gotta speak. Like I said, if I could just touch one person a day, job well done. Peace, y'all. Be safe out there. Take care of your families. Open your eyes and get wise, like my man Prodigy would say. Peace.